Well, hey guys, we are back with another video. We are starting off Christmas of 2013. This is the first time I ever received my own console, and that first console was an Xbox 360. What a great way to start your gaming off. I was shocked. I mean, I was at the back of the tree. I was opening everything up, I was like, oh, I got this, and that. I was happy with what I got. I wasn't a really picky kid. But then when I started getting to the back and I saw like a box. It wasn't just out, like it is in this picture. But I unwrapped this thing, man, and I am just like, oh my gosh, man, I am going to have fun with this. And I got tons of games with it. When I say tons, I got like 3 games. They was great games, though. My dad did great. This was like all time still my favorite Christmas. 2013 is one of my favorite years ever. Something about it, man. It felt different. I mean, of course it did. It's going to, because it was a different year. But man, I went in there. I got on my bunk bed, man. I was ready. This was my bunk bed. And I'm just playing. This is not my bunk bed. If I could afford something like this, man, I'd be very happy. We had this bunk bed. Actually, I don't even know if it was this bunk bed. So, I mean, I don't know. It really don't matter. I'm going to go with this other bunk bed because I think this is the bunk bed I had once before. Anyway, I walked in there on my 360, man, and I was ready to plug this thing up. It was the most exciting thing ever to me. So I get into my room. I go in there and I set it up and put it up next to my TV and everything. I don't even mess with anything else. I'm just ready to get this thing up and running and playing this thing. Because this thing is it's crazy. So my first game, you need a little revive. If you don't know this game, you are too young for these videos. You gotta know what this is, man. You need a little revive. This is freaking the first game I ever played. Call of Duty Black Ops 1. Still to this day, one of my favorite Call of Duty games ever to be made. A lot of people like Part 2 and all that. I do too. But Part 1 was my favorite because it was my first Call of Duty I ever played on my own time. Instead of playing it at like a sleepover or something like that or at my cousin's house. This was the first daggum time I got to play a game on my own. And man, did I love it. I mean, I played PS2 and stuff as well when I was littler, but dude, the Xbox, there was just something about the Xbox 360, along with the avatars you could create and all that. The new Xbox, it just don't feel the same. They keep copying and pasting the Xbox, so the Xbox just ain't the same no more. Like, they screwed the avatars up and everything. Anyway, I load up daggum Nuketown. I got my 360 up there, and I am so hyped to load into my first game. Now, keep in mind, I did not have a Wi-Fi. So I was playing with all these bots and stuff, but I didn't even really need Wi-Fi. We didn't have Wi-Fi back then. My cousins up behind me, they used to live behind me, they had Wi-Fi. So I never took it up there, which I could have, but I always just went up there and like kind of used their Wi-Fi and watch YouTube and stuff when I'd be bored at the house. And we had cable, so we could watch cable. We just didn't have internet. So, I played that a lot. But when I got bored, I would play some Minecraft. To this day, I still like playing this game. The only thing is, now I guess since we are older, you get bored of it a lot faster than when we was younger. When we was younger, we'd stay on it all day and night and continue going. But man, I used to get on this, and I would go crazy on some Minecraft. I'd get on there and have fun. We eventually did get Wi-Fi, and I remember the first time we ever got Wi-Fi, I played with one of my good buddies. I'm not going to mention his name. But we had a blast playing for the first time. I play with my other buddy too. We've been long childhood friends. We're still friends to this day. Great guy. But we just had so much fun, so many memories on Minecraft. Now, another game I was really anticipating. was 2K14. Now, I get tired of seeing The Rock every now and then, even though I liked him. So I had this cover art on the back of the cover art, and you could literally change it to Daniel Bryan. I don't know if many people knew that, but I changed mine over to Daniel Bryan when I got tired of seeing The Rock every now and then. So it would update the cover every now and then. But this was a game, Dad used to have a thing where he would hide my presents. One of the biggest ones every year he knew I wanted the most. He hid this one, and I was like, you got one more present for me after I unwrapped everything. He's like, yeah, you got to find it. Well, I found this, and it was in the couch cushion. But, I mean, 2K14, it was a great game. It wasn't the best. I still think some of the older games, like Here Comes the Pain and all that, was the best WWE games. But 2K14, on the other hand, was a great game for me. And I think a lot of most people, I remember seeing the ad on TV, and it showed all the legends, it showed all them off and everything. And I was into watching WCW, like the older ones back then. So, of course, I wanted this game. And the Shield was back. So, anyway, we also have, I'm spilling a lot on Black Ops. Black Ops 1 and 2, I finally got Part 2. Part 2 was amazing as well. I think 1 and 2 is great. 3 is a little slept on. I played 3 every now and then. I didn't play it as much as everybody else did because I didn't have it back then. Like, it didn't come out back then. It come out when I was, like, in 6th grade in elementary school, about to go to middle school. And I played it a little bit, and I didn't have it on 360. I had it on the Xbox One. Now, this one's just garbage. I'm sorry. Black Ops 4, I pre-ordered this. I was so hot for it. I was like, oh, my gosh, we got another Black Ops. And it looked very promising, and it looked exciting. And it just kind of let me down a little bit. I mean, it was okay. It was all right. It wasn't the best Black Ops. Black Ops 1 or 2 is still my favorite. Black Ops 2 had this map. Man, 2025 Nuketown map. A lot of memories on it. A lot of rage quits. Was a great map to play on. Still to this day, I love getting back on there. I went and picked up the games again. This was a great map, too. I love the memes that come from this map, especially the wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube, man. That was back in the day. A lot of kids don't know that now, but it was good. Along with the mystery box. The mystery box was a very important thing in all Black Opses. And still to this day, my favorite thing. I think it's everybody's favorite thing because, I mean, you start out with a handgun of zombies. You need something better. So then here's us playing, story mode on Black Ops 1. Black Ops 1 was, like I said, the story mode was just tier, man. It was one of the best story modes I've ever played in a game, along with Black Ops 2. But the zombies was one of the better things for me, along with the multiplayer. Multiplayer was very good too. This is the one I just recently picked up. Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 combined so they could play on the Xbox One. And for some stupid reason, I just sold my Xbox One after I purchased this and kind of forgot about it. Now I kind of feel like regret after selling my Xbox One. I sold my Xbox One and my PS4 to get me a PS5 I do have now. But man, I'm glad I got a PS5. But at the same time, I wish I would have kept a little bit of the Xbox. Dead Island. This was another game I loved to play. My cousin used to come down all the time, every night, and spend the night. He'd also bring Crackdown 2. I know there's a part 3. I haven't played that one yet. Now, Crackdown, I didn't play a whole lot. I only played when I got bored. Now, Dead Island, as we go back to it, Dead Island, he'd bring down, and I'd play it all night. When he'd fall asleep, because every time one of us died, we'd take turns. Sometimes he would take more turns and keep going and leave me out of it because I was younger. Well, I love when he'd fall asleep because I'd sneak up and start playing it on my own. And just, man, I love that game. Especially getting in a truck and just smashing zombies and running them over, hitting them with pipes and paddle boards and all kinds of stuff like that. I can't wait for the new Dead Island coming out. I think it actually is already out now. Okay, so back to Crackdown 2. There is a 3, like I said. I kind of want to play it, just see what it's like. But Crackdown 2, like I only played it when I got bored. He left it down there one night when he did spend the night. Well, I think I told him this, but I accidentally broke and put it under the house. It's still under there till this day. Another game, Burnout. Burnout Revenge. This was a amazing game. This was the Xbox 360's actual car that was in the game. I remember unlocking it. Burnout Revenge, very amazing. I love hitting all the rivals off, wrecking them, causing a lot of mayhem. There was just a lot in that game, and man, it made it fun. That game, to this day, is still one of my favorite Xbox 360 games. Me and my cousin used to play it all the time, smacking each other around like we was crazy, and never a dull moment. We always had something to unlock, something to play, or just if we wanted to cause mayhem and road rage, especially with each other, we played Burnout Revenge. Now, I didn't put this game on there, but Modern Warfare 2 was another one, along with DC versus Mortal Kombat. These other two games was another two that I love playing. NASCAR 15 and NASCAR 14. I remember I rented 14 from Redbox, and then eventually I got it myself. NASCAR 15 I bought online. These was two of my favorite games. Now, 14 I did get in 2013 because it come out then. 15 come out in 14. But I'm still including them because, man, I love these games, and they were still being played on my 360. I love 360, and I wished it wouldn't have. I mean, it had a good run. It lasted, maybe 2 decades? That console, I mean, I wished it was still a part of everyday life. This Nuketown, I think, is from Cold War. I saw this the other day, and I watched my cousin play Cold War before, but I didn't know I knew that was Nuketown, but I didn't know it would look like this. I mean, it kind of looks like Black Ops 1. It's just older and more damaged. I know I think Black Ops 4, if you play online and you can land somewhere, it's kind of like Fortnite or whatever. I think that ruined it, but there apparently is Nuketown where it's all nuked, but I don't know. Anyway, Black Ops 3's Nuketown, it was okay. I wasn't a big fan of all the train. It looks like a train is what it looks like instead of a bus and a truck. But I really wasn't a fan of the Black Ops 3 Nuketown. I mean, it was okay, but it was, I don't know. It just wasn't my favorite. So anyway, guys, the main games I played was right here. Left 4 Dead. Left 4 Dead was one of my other, almost first games I played. We would stay up late at night and play those. Me and my cousins would. And Left 4 Dead 2 was also a very good one as well. And I know that Back 4 Blood come out. It wasn't that great, apparently. I never got to play it, but everybody else said it lagged and all kinds of stuff. And man, I wished I got to play it. And it was good. I mean, I still wish they'd make a Left 4 Dead 3. They really need to. I want to see Ellis again. I know that he probably won't be in part 3 because they change the characters every time, but it'd be something if they added all the characters along with some new characters. But then I think they would worry that they would spoil the game for newcomers. You know how they do that crap now. Anyway, I'm really anticipating. I think I'm going to go buy another 360. I have one, but it won't load games. This is another thing. I know I included this. It's weird that I included this, but it was a smell from that year. I literally got this cheap dang cologne and sprayed all over my room. My whole room smelled like this stuff. I also got these action figures, this exact set of The Rock and John Cena. I didn't play with them as much because I mainly played on the Xbox. The Xbox was my main drive whenever Christmas that year happened. I also got a bicycle that year, I believe. But other than that, I mainly got these action figures along with, I believe I got another Rock that looked just like this. And then I also got, I didn't include it, I did get some Annoying Orange stuff because Annoying Orange was big back then. He still's pretty big. If you go to his channel, be surprised, he still makes videos. But guys, this story really don't have a moral to it. Just appreciate what you get for Christmas, what your parents get you. And I may have got a lot. It don't matter. I mean, get whatever you get, be happy with it. I mean, there's a lot in life that happens. Be thankful you have parents that's getting you Christmas. So anyway, guys, thank you for watching this video. Go get you some McDonald's. Go get you a Happy Meal. Get you something, man. And continue to watch my videos, whatever you want to do. I don't, if you want to watch it or not. Heck, if you ain't got the money to go get McDonald's or something, go whip up something out of the freezer. Eat something like we used to as kids, man. Just have fun. Have a good day, guys. That's basically what I'm saying. Go watch some Rick and Morty. Go watch some something. Heck, go watch some freaking Markiplier, man. Markiplier was the stuff, and he still is the stuff. So go watch my man, Markiplier. Even though I've never met him before, I'm pretty sure he's a nice guy. I'd like to meet him someday. But anyway, guys, I hope y'all guys have a beautiful day. Thank you so much for watching. Have a nice day. And bye, guys.